Hello to all of you, my dear friends. This is Max again, and I'm coming to you on your screens from my balcony in London. For all of those of you who are new to my channel, I want to say that this is my channel where I describe to people how I'm trying to make my balcony prettier by adding new plants, by creating new plants through propagating them from cuttings, and by creating new plants through growing them from seeds. And also, more than anything, I'm trying to keep you company and keep you entertained. I try to make your life go smoother and happier. I hope all of you are in a good place. I hope your spirits are up, and if everything is not absolutely perfect, don't worry, I'm here to keep you company again today and hopefully help to lift up your spirits. Today in London the temperature is 24 degrees Celsius, or otherwise 77 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a very nice warm day. It was supposed to be sunny when I had looked at the weather forecast a few days ago. It is a bit sunny, not very strong. So I hope you all have your coffee ready and on hand. As you can see, I've got my coffee ready. So we are going to start our adventure for today. So what we're going to do today, quite a few things. Today it is the 6th week update of my cuttings, and also I've got to show you some surprises, a couple of surprises at the end of the video, but you have to stay tuned until the end of the video to see the surprises. Yeah, it is something that you don't expect to see, and even I was not expecting to see, but I was positively surprised. You have to stay tuned. So let's have a sip of coffee. Have your coffee at hand as well, and we're going to start the 6th week update of the cuttings. So I'm going to take the camera and follow me. I'll explain everything to you. So here we are, 6th week after we started the red rose cuttings, and as you can see, they are going very well. This one starts to be nice and bushy, growing very well. Many new leaves, beautiful new leaves and new shoots, and this one you can see new shoot from here and new leaves. So this one is going very well. I'm very happy with what I see so far. Now this is the yellow rose cuttings. We did that a week later, so it is 5th week update for these ones. These ones were very slow. Because I wanted to see why they were not growing, I removed the caps and I took the old cuttings off, and I saw that some of them had started to rot. The reason why they had started to rot was that the soil was too moist. It shouldn't be as moist, and a common mistake with cuttings is we shouldn't overwater them. I want to believe I didn't overwater them, but it was actually quite a few rainy days in London in July, and I think this is what did it. But what I've done is I added new cuttings, and as you can see now, I am on a very good path. There are new shoots here. You can see them, and it's a little bit steamy. You cannot see very well, but you can see quite a bit, and you can definitely see the new shoot growing from this one. There are also new shoots from other ones, I want to believe, which we are going to see over time. So this is now on a very good path. These are the yellow rose cuttings, so pretty much we are there. We just want to make sure we don't do any mistakes with the watering, to make sure that the new shoots properly grow and eventually give us a new yellow rose bush. So and we're moving on to the orange rose cuttings. It is 3 weeks for that one. Again, I had the same problem as I had with the yellow rose cuttings. Some of the initial cuttings had rotten, and the reason was the very moist soil to almost wet. So I removed the rotten cuttings and I added new ones, and as you can see with that one we are starting to have some success. Some new shoots are slowly growing under this cap, and on this one also there are some new shoots. It's not as evident right now, but I can see that there is activity. So I'm very positive for these ones as well, and hopefully, obviously this is 3 weeks, so we have to wait longer. I think the caps are gonna stay on for another 3 weeks, but eventually I think we're gonna get a beautiful orange rose bush. As you can see, we have some new additions. I will explain to you everything. So let's start with the gerbera. The gerbera, you already knew the gerbera. It's really very beautiful. very luscious. The gerbera needs to be watered every day when the temperature is above 20 degrees, and today we have 24 degrees, so I have to water it. Usually I water it at night, late in the evening, but it's doing beautiful. You can see beautiful luscious leaves. They are very toned, and also you can see the beautiful red flowers. It's such a beautiful flower, this one is. And also while I was looking inside, I could see some new shoot coming up. It's difficult to see it now. Yeah, can you see it? It's under there. You can see it down there, yeah? Okay, beautiful. I'm very happy. It's still growing, it's new, but it's gonna grow. So let's leave the gerbera there in its place. And we are moving on to the canna. This is a yellow canna plant producing yellow flowers. It's growing. You can see the soil is moist. I actually watered it. I watered it last night. Also, that needs to be watered every day. Yeah? So at the moment the soil is moist, but I'll see what it will be like at night. I'm gonna check it again, and I may have to top up the watering a little bit. I don't remember very well. I could have watered it even this morning. I think I did, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. It's a little bit difficult to remember the watering pattern. The gerbera, I definitely watered it at night, but this one I think I watered it in the morning. So at night I'm not gonna water it again. Now I'm gonna water it again tomorrow. Now here we've got the I'm sorry for too much noise in my neighborhood today. It's supposed to be a weekday, but it is quite busy. So maybe because it's a weekday. If it was the weekend, it would be quieter. So these are the dahlia cuttings that you remember we took 2 weeks ago. There is still green in there, so hopefully they will grow. Of course 2 weeks is too early. The dahlia cuttings need about at least 5 weeks to see if they are going to be successful. 4 to 5 weeks, sometimes 6 weeks. But there is some green in there, so they are surviving for the time being. We'll see how they go over time. And here we've got the stunning dahlia producing these beautiful, as you can see, orange flowers. It will take me time now to count how many flowers I've got on. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 flowers and loads of new blooms, as you can see. Oh my god, she's so beautiful. She's such a stunning plant. You remember I told you that I bought it from a vendor who was outside my workplace when I was leaving one Friday, and when I saw it I was stunned by its beauty, and definitely I don't regret getting it. You know, a little bit of soil because I was doing some work on the balcony earlier in the morning. It's really beautiful. With the dahlia, I've told you on the previous video, but I'm going to remind you again. When the temperature is above 20 degrees Celsius, you need to water it every 4 days. When the temperature is below 20 degrees Celsius, you need to water it once a week. Now, let's move on to the other rose cuttings that I have in these smaller pots, which are more portable. These are the red rose cuttings, these are the orange rose cuttings, and these are the yellow ones. I have told you the story with these ones that some of the cuttings kept becoming rotten, and then I had to take them out and replace them with new ones, which I kept doing every week because I was adamant I wanted to have some portable pots with roses. I love roses very, very much. I think they are of the most beautiful plants. What was happening, I think I didn't overwater them myself. If it was my mistake, I would have admitted it. The problem was that we had many rainy days in July, and they became overwatered without me being able to do something about it, and some of the old cuttings were rotten, as I told you, and I had to yank them out and replace them with new ones. Now I have replaced them with a lot of new ones. This one, this is a red rose cutting. I haven't seen any new shoots in this one yet, but the green leaves are still on, which is positive. I had seen some new shoots in this one, in the orange rose cuttings, but then for some reason the new shoots started to becoming rotten again. and maybe it was because it was raining, so I had to just yank it out, and it was not in a good condition anymore, unfortunately, even though I was so close to having it grow. And then I put new cuttings, and hopefully we will have some success. It cannot be raining forever. At some point it will stop raining, so the green leaves are still on, so I'm quite positive about this one as well. Now this one is the yellow rose cuttings. I only have 2 in there, and I haven't seen any new growth. Now here was the, I'll give you an update on these ones because there are things that have happened. This was the yellow mini rose that I have told you, if you remember from previous videos, that I had it at home under grow light, but it started to shed all of its leaves and eventually ended up in this situation. And then I brought it outdoors to see if that would help it to revive. One stem, you remember it was 4 stems, one stem I had to yank it out because it had started to go white at the bottom of the stem, and that helped me to understand that it was no longer vital. And as I said, I will remind you again, I had to remove one stem because it had died. Now this was used to be, it's not anymore, the red mini rose. There was only one stem left in it. Initially when I had bought it, it had 4 stems, but 3 of them had died while I had it indoors under the grow lights. I think there is, you see, that was one root of the old mini rose. I'm gonna check it out. You see what an unhealthy root looks like, totally brown. Yeah, it's not how it's supposed to look. So there were 4 stems, 3 of them had already died. One I had yanked them out. I had kept one stem which was here, which was still a bit quite vital in my opinion. But I noticed this week that the bottom of the stem had started to go white, and from that is a telltale sign. You can understand that there was no vitality left in it. And indeed, when I yanked it out, I saw that there was very little root attached to the stem, and the color of the root was brown, which means it was not healthy. So I yanked it out, and that was it. Now, because I was disappointed because I lost this red mini rose, I bought, as you can see, my heart couldn't take it, so I bought this beautiful orange mini rose, and I'm trying my best. You see, I've got the water next to it. I'm watering it. I've only had it for I bought it last weekend, so I've only had it for 4 days, but it's doing very good. It's doing very, very well. Only on some very hot days some of the stems had started to wilt a little bit. You see, this one has just a little bit wilted. The other ones are very toned. So I have the water next to it, as you can see, just to keep watering it a little bit from time to time, just to make sure that under the heat, because it's hot for the roses when it is above 25 degrees. I mean, today we've got 24, but it is close to that mark. They drink a lot of water, and if there is not enough water in the soil, they will start to wilt. That one has wilted just a little bit, and that's why I keep the water next to it to water it. Just a little bit every day I water it, just to make sure under the hot weather that it will stay in a good condition. I really don't want to lose that one, because I have had quite a lot of heartache with mini roses. I have found them quite difficult to keep, especially indoors. I think it's not their ideal place at all, because I think even if you have the grow lights, you cannot meet the moisture and air circulation conditions that they need indoors. But this one, I want to make sure that it survives, and then at some point, possibly on my next video, I'm going to repot it from this spot where it is right now to this spot where the the red mini rose used to be. Now we are moving on to the yellow chrysanthemum cutting. It's been 6 weeks for that one as well, and I'm going to give you an update. It's a very slow growth, but it is growing. You can see new small leaves growing along the stem, and also the stem has a nice green color, and the new leaves are there, but they are still small. A couple of days ago, the top of the soil had gotten almost totally dry, and I watered it. That's why you see it is so moist right now. I had not watered it for several weeks because it was a cutting and it didn't need to be overwatered. Only when I noticed that the surface of the soil had almost totally gone dry, then I watered it again, which was just a couple of days ago. I think this one is gonna go well. It's a slow grower, but eventually I think it's gonna survive and be successful. Of course, I'm still keeping the cap on. I will tell you when I will feel ready to remove the cap. Now this one is a beautiful begonia that I bought just a couple of days ago. When I saw it languishing on my supermarket's shelf, I fell in love with it because when I saw it, it had beautiful leaves. You see that leaf, it used to be a big leaf, but it was almost cut when I bought it. It was not in a perfect state when I saw it on the supermarket shelf, and I was mesmerized by the leaves, the color of the leaves, and also it had, when I bought it, over here, it had a beautiful orange bloom, an orange flower. But a couple of days later after I bought it, even though I watered it, it lost the bloom. But you can see maybe it lost it because it's now growing, and that used to be an old bloom, and now a new one is shooting off. When this opens up, I'm gonna show you again. So we are gonna spend some time at the end of the video today, because you see the level of the soil is a bit low. I'm gonna top it up with new soil that I've got at home, and I'm gonna water it only just a little bit, because as I've said to you, I watered it just a couple of days ago when I bought it, so the soil is still quite moist. It doesn't need to be too wet. So we are going, you remember I had this canna where I was trying to do a propagation of my yellow canna. You remember I told you when I was transferring it home from the supermarket, one leaf got a little bit disheveled and got a little bit detached from the rest of the plant, so I removed it and I said to propagate it, and it was going quite well, but I did a mistake, a horrible mistake which I shouldn't have done. I kept watering it every couple of days, so I overwatered it, and the new shoot that it had in the center had started to rot. Now what I'm gonna do differently this time I'm not going to overwater it. If you water this once every day or once every couple of days is too often. How often you should water this? Once every 5 days, not quicker than that. Every 5-6 days I would say, and only just a little, just half a cup, something like that. That's the point of it, is to learn, and also to keep you involved and entertained, and we all learn from our mistakes. Now we are going to this beautiful red canna. You see how luscious it is. So I'll tell you the progress with this one. So you remember last time when I had shown you some weird formation which looked like pouches coming up from this stem? It was seeds, it was seed formation, and I thought it was gonna be blooms, but no, apparently it had bloomed before, maybe before I bought it, or slightly before I bought it, and it had gone, that stem had gone into seed formation. And then I read online that when the canna goes into seed formation, you have to cut off the stem, and I did. I have cut it off now, not the leaves but inside the stem. Yeah, I cut it off with the scissors, because the seed formation takes a lot of energy from the plant and it prevents it from reblooming. So I cut it off because I want to show you blooms this summer. So this is a canna, beautiful canna plant producing beautiful red blooms, but you can see there are definitely gonna be blooms from here. This is one. There are definitely gonna be blooms from this one. Another one where I'm expecting blooms. There is definitely gonna be more blooms from this one, another stem, third stem where there are gonna be blooms. And this one, it was like that ever since I bought it. It was not in a good state, it was in a moderate state. There is no vitality in them, if you can see, yeah? So hopefully we're gonna see some blooms from that one. So I have definitely counted 4 stems where most likely pretty soon in the summer we're gonna see beautiful red blooms. As soon as this happens, I'm gonna show you. But the leaf display of this plant is something out of this world. So beautiful, it's amazing. Like I'm really so happy with it. It looks so beautiful even without the blooms. But hopefully, as I said to you and I identified to you, we're gonna have blooms pretty soon. And I showed you, you can see here, let's say here, this one, this one, this one also. This one has been like that ever since I bought it, which was over a month ago. But hopefully at some point it will grow. There is definitely healthy color in it, so I would expect it to grow. Yeah, and this one is where I deadheaded the seeds, because I didn't want the seed formation to take all the energy of the plant. Look how beautiful it is at the bottom also. Such a true natural beauty this one is. I was mesmerized when I saw it, and definitely I'm very happy that I made the decision to buy it, and hopefully my yellow canna will be as beautiful as this. I will remind you again that this needs to be watered once a day when the temperature is above 20 degrees. Today I watered it in the morning. You can see the soil is still wet, so once a day you need to water that in the summer, and you need to fertilize it once a week. And this is it. Hopefully we will soon have beautiful red blooms, and I can show you. I just keep the video on because I want you to have a really good look at it. It's really amazing. Okay, let's go. We have more things to show you. I've got the petunias. You remember the petunias? Look at these beauties, how much they have grown, producing beautiful new leaves and loads of flowers. 2 petunias here and another one there. I have bought a new planter, a new pot with a 30 centimeter diameter in order to repot. I'll put all these 3 petunias into this one pot, but it hasn't arrived yet. As soon as it arrives, I will show you the whole repotting process. We are going to have fun because we are going to be repotting 3 plants, not one. Of course they are the same plant, but in 3 different pots. You can see 1, 2, and the third one. And we're going to do the repotting soon. Now we are moving on. You remember I had this very beautiful platycodon, which is still very beautiful. It produces this big violet-y flowers. There is something with it. Either the soil needed more water. I need to pick it up. There is enough water in it. There is definitely enough water in it. So I'm not gonna overwater it anymore. Not every day, maybe. I'll see. I haven't found the watering pattern for this one. As soon as I find it though, I will tell you, because it's really such a beautiful plant. It's really beautiful. And don't discard of these things if within a month they haven't worked. I told you I'm gonna keep them on my balcony sill outside of the window so they have enough light, and I'm gonna be checking on their progress every week just to see if we get any seeds sprouting. So let me have a sip of coffee. Have a bit of coffee yourselves as well. Ah, beautiful. I needed this coffee now. And now what we're going to do, remember I had bought this beautiful begonia. I had this beautiful begonia, yeah. So what I'm gonna do with it, I said to you I want to top up the soil because the soil is low and I've got some soil here. Sorry for the cough. We are going to water it a bit because I mainly watered it 2 days ago when I bought it, so I'm not gonna give it a full watering cup, a lot less. Okay, so follow me as we do that. I'll try to do it while I'm here. So here is the bag with the soil. Gently put some soil around it. I always wanted a begonia plant, and I had not come across any, and as soon as I saw this on the languishing on my supermarket shelf, I said I'm definitely gonna get this one and hopefully manage to save it. My opinion would be to cut off this leaf, okay, because it was just already damaged. Now let's see what happens from this stem, if anything will sprout up from that one. I'm leaving the stem on, we'll see. If the stem starts to rot, and I will, okay, it was already removed. Not healthy enough, so I'm throwing it. Thank God we're on a balcony and we can do that. Already it starts to look so much more beautiful as soon as I topped up the soil. And you can see its colors coming up more, showing off more. Looking so beautiful, so nice. What a beauty. Yeah, I think that's alright. Yeah, this is it. And now only very little to water it. So I would put just a little there, little there, little there, little. Put a little bit more soil here. Okay, you can see already starting to come out of the bottom of the pot, so we don't want to water anymore. Yeah, it's beautiful. So we're gonna leave it here. Then we have a beautiful begonia which will grow much more than that, will produce many more blooms and flowers, and will be amazing to have in my collection on my balcony. So I'm gonna leave it here, my new addition. And as I said, this water I have it for the mini rose because I don't want it to wilt because of the heat, and I'm only just watering it a little bit. I'm just gonna make sure that this survives and I don't lose that one like I lost the other ones. Whatever mistakes I have done, I have learned from them, and I will try my best not to do them again. Beautiful, looking nice. Let me give you a last view of everything I've got. The dahlia, such a stunner. So beautiful. The gerbera also. My yellow canna. Beautiful red canna. Beautiful petunias. We're gonna do repotting soon. And this is my platycodon. I have to cut off this one as soon as I finish the video. Okay. So that was it for today. You see, we've got a lot of things a lot of progress. Yeah, we have got a lot of our cuttings being successful for the roses, especially this side where I've got the, yeah, you see where I've got the big pots with the roses. All of this seems to be going towards the successful side, and I'm very happy. I'm gonna still leave the caps on for another 3 weeks at least, and then maybe consider removing them. And here we've got, I have already shown you, okay, what we've got. The only thing which is still going well, but I need to find exactly the watering pattern for that one, is the platycodon. It's definitely not once every day. I think it's once every couple of days that I need to water that, once every 2 or 3 days. But once, as soon as I find the correct pattern, I'm gonna tell you. Now, what I would like to say is that keep tuned to the channel, stay tuned to the channel, because you see we've got a lot of news every week to share between us, and also a lot of progress that is happening, and you can see so many amazing new things which keep it really interesting and entertaining at the same time. And also we are spending about 45 minutes to an hour together each time, and really it's a good way to unwind for you and for me, and for us to keep our spirits up, and actually to gain the energy and the passion to be there every day and fight for our lives and fight for our dreams and make our lives prettier on every level. So I want to say to you, if you are happy with the channel, if you enjoy spending time with me, if you enjoy the round that I'm taking you around my balcony and my plants, just share the news, spread the word with other people, subscribe to the channel and share the content with other people, because it will help me to create more content and to keep you more entertained and more informed, and also for me to connect with you. I say this holding my cup of coffee. Always keep your spirits up, don't allow yourself to fall very low, lift yourselves up, watch the videos, have fun with me, be truthful to your spirit, be truthful to your body, and until next time, always, you know, try to look after yourselves the best way that you can. We'll see each other soon, we'll be in each other's company pretty soon. Until next time, bye bye. Look after yourselves. I love you. Bye bye. Take care. Bye.